Hello, 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 hello. Ha. I feel like I'm in a time warp something. I don't know. I'm just hi. I'm Lynn, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. Like I said, I feel like I'm in a dazed and confused. I am in a dazed and confused. Owen hasn't felt good. Yesterday he started, well, I think technically Thursday he started not feeling great. But I took him to the doctor yesterday because anytime I'm one of those moms that the first sign of anything, especially since he can't really tell me what he's feeling yet, like he's starting to tell me some more things, but it's still kind of hard for him to tell me exactly what's going on. So I took him to the doctor because he was running, to me it was a slight fever, like anything like in the 99, even though technically like higher to 100 is a fever, but closer to 99 is technically not. But anyways, I always take him because you just never know, like when there's like lots of fire or rescue or something going on tonight, because I keep hearing these ambulances or fire. Like I said, I don't know what they are, but there's tons going on. Anyways, I keep getting distracted by them. I took him because, you know, I didn't want it to be the weekend and him get really bad. And so his doctor is amazing. She always knows that when I bring him, you know, he's telling me he's sick or there's something going on, and she's just really good about like working with him and doing the different things and such. So I never worry about taking him and like her making, she makes me feel fine about it all, and she knows that I take him for everything, but I'm not a worry, like he doesn't go that often is what I'm trying to say. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. We've been up for hours and hours and hours at this point. So today he still had what I consider a fever, because it was not 98.6 or anything. It was in the low 99s, and so he broke it earlier today. But like I said, that's still in my mind, is like it's fever territory to me, even though it's technically not, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So he, like, on a regular day, my boy talks a lot. But on a day that he is completely missing what he's supposed to be doing, which is going to visit his grandma, which he absolutely loves, excuse me, and spending time with her, he's not getting, he didn't get to go because he wasn't feeling good. And so I'm exhausted because when he is in this mode, it's high velocity. And I've got so much shadow on my, let's see if that helps. So he, wanted to go to his grandma's, and he kept asking me about tomorrow, and I kept telling him that I didn't know, I wouldn't know until tomorrow. And that truly wasn't the answer he wanted to hear. By the way, these are all looking very messy to me, and this whole thing's messy, but that's okay. We're just paint, and we are just when you're tired, and you're tired. So he oh, that was fun. He wanted to go, and I told him that we couldn't go today, and he then wanted to go tomorrow. And I told him that hopefully he will be able to go to church tomorrow, and that he's feeling better, and he'll be able to go to church and then to Grandma's house. Well, that's still not enough for him. He wanted to make sure he was going, and you can't for sure say. I mean, if he wakes up in the morning and he is like he was tonight, then he can go, because he hasn't had the fever or anything for because, like I said, the high 98 and low 99 is not technically a fever, even though I'm one of those ones that's very cautious about it being. So anyways, hopefully it won't go back up, and we can then go to church tomorrow, and I can take him to his grandma's, because tomorrow is Sunday. Today's Saturday, but I always post these. Well, if between my internet, my phone, and posting on different things, it seems like it takes forever for it to post. But technically, I'm going to post this tomorrow, which is May 11th, which is Mother's Day, which is also my birthday. So, I'm hoping that we'll be able to go to church and be able to spend the day with my mom. Even though I'll probably, since generally Owen spends Saturdays with my mom, and I go do errands or whatever, I'll probably let them have some time, and then I'll go back and spend time with my mom. But he knew that tomorrow is Mother's Day and my birthday, and so he's been talking about Mother's Day all day today. And so it's his school, his teacher, the aides and mentor and everybody, they did amazing, like talking to him about Mother's Day and celebrating, and he's connecting to so much more of the holidays, and it's his age and just everything, but he's a little more aware of what's going on. So he said that we have to celebrate tomorrow. So we have to celebrate tomorrow, and hopefully, like I said, he'll not revert back to any of the extra stuff, and we can go do what we want to do. So, my foot I hurt my foot weeks ago, probably now months ago. Everything is blending together. And since then, it felt like it was better. And then in the last few days, there's really nothing about it that's feeling good. So, but that's, I mean, you know, I'm falling apart. So we just go with the flow. Do I sound cranky? I told Owen I was cranky because he just woke up so early, and I'm exhausted from all of it. I mean, just the days of being awake, and then, you know, I'm for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm going through breast cancer treatments, and so, you know, I'm not exactly I'm not exactly getting a lot of sleep from my own world, and then add on when he wakes up early. So it's one of those things. It feels it like compacted because of the way I did this down here, and the only thing that I can think to do, and I'm probably going to make it even more interesting, we'll see, is I'm going to we'll see what happens here. Going to put a bow like so. I wish I had separated this section here so it wouldn't look, I put them too close together, but oh well. It's just the way the ball bounces. That's just how it is some days. So that technically didn't help my, because I didn't put it like where I really wanted it to go, but you know, it's okay. Like I said, all the time, it's just paint. It'll work out. It'll work out. So, now I'm gonna put some little green things in here. Let's see. If I hang some stuff on the edges here, we'll see what happens. Oh, see what happens is I get my I get too carried away with too much paint on my paintbrush, and that's what happens. Okay, what's gonna be funny is if my phone is running out of, I almost said ink, if my phone's run out of ink, if my phone is run out of recording time. Let's see. Maybe this needs to be bigger, so it looks, I think I'm gonna make it even worse, but that's okay. Or just now it looks like a propeller, like it's an airplane front or something, and I'm making it more complicated than it really needs to be. Sometimes I just crack myself up. Okay. So I either get over it because I don't like it the way it's like sitting there, or I paint more flowers and be done with it. So this is what happens. So many times I've made like this decision and it's come out completely as something different. And so it's where I just keep like overthinking everything that I could possibly do with it. Because it's part of my little thing is right here. This is like the whole thing that's bothering me. That it's so connected right there. And then I can't, that was not what I wanted to do. Since I can't get over that, everything else is just kind of, it's like all out of proportion. Okay, now see, that was just uncalled for. Completely and totally uncalled for. So, we are just gonna keep going with our flow here of what we'll deal with all of this in just a moment here. Told you I was sleepy and cranky. There you go. Here's the cranky painter. The cranky painter. So we're just gonna add we'll add color in here. It'll be okay. Maybe it just all needs, okay. I feel much better already. So one time this happened, and I went through and I redid the whole thing. Like it's one of my favorite paintings. I need to get it off my wall and show it because it's one of my favorite paintings. And it's not even, it was a mess. It was many things. And this is way before I was recording stuff. So it was a chicken and flowers and different things. And it just kept evolving into the wrong hands, basically. And so I made it into this troll, and it totally took a life of its own on at that point. It's one of my favorite paintings because what was turned out to be what wasn't. Like it completely changed. It completely changed my feelings, my emotions. I literally was like crying with relief after I painted it because it just made such a difference and impact with what I felt. And so, you know, when you feel like something is completely wrong, don't give up. Don't like when you're making a project or something, turn it into the beauty that you're waiting for it to be. And that's the thing, is like this. I feel like once I'm done putting these colors down here, we're going to even go through another little like transformation, because I'm going to put all of this on here, and then I'm going to take the paintbrush and kind of spread some more of it around. But again, it's one of those things that sometimes life is messy. And this truly is how I've felt about my entire day. When I gave Owen his bath, I had filled, like, I'd turned the hot water on so it would be steamy when he went into the bathroom, so that, you know, the steam would help his nose. And so I did, my plunger thing on my shower has been broke for I don't know how long, and it's just, you know, it's one of those things you don't think about, and you just push it. Well, if you don't push it, you get shower instead of in the bath. So I turned the water back on after I'd turned it off to get him ready to take his bath. And I hadn't turned it over or, you know, pushed it down. So it literally was still on shower, and it was on like the hot shower. So, it got me. It got me. I was soaking wet. So, you know, see, this is the fun of when something goes one way, then just make it something else, you know? And so here we are. We're just taking what was, and I really was gonna like that bow down there, but I just didn't like the way I did it. So, here you are. Okay. And this is truly about mess in life. So you turn sparkle into Shazazz. There you go. We're gonna leave it. So we got O for Owen. I made that bigger. L and B. There we go. Okay. So we just live and we learn and we play and we go. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.